ذلك بأنهم قالوا لن تمسنا النار إلا أياما معدودات وغرهم في دينهم ما كانوا يفترون فكيف إذا جمعناهم ليوم لا ريب فيه ووفيت كل نفس ما كسبت وهم لا يظلمون قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير وتولج النهر في الليل وتخرج الحي وتخرج من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب لا يتخذ المؤمنون الكافرين أولياء من دون المؤمنين ومن يفعل ذلك فليس من الله في شيء إلا أن تتقوا منهم تقاه ويحذركم الله نفسه وإلى الله المصير قل إن في صدوركم أو تبدوه يعلمه الله ويعلم ما في السماوات وما في الأرض والله على كل شيء قدير يوم تجد كل نفس ما عملت من خير محضرا وما عملت من سوء تود لو أن بينها وبينه أمدا بعيدا ويحذركم الله نفسه والله رؤوف بالعباد قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم والله غفور رحيم
All right, salam alaikum. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the 144,000. Who are the 144,000? This should be a pretty interesting topic. So let's go ahead and get started. See if I can make this, share my screen. How do I do that? All right. Give me one moment. Reading. Just say it. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's okay. All right. Gotcha. Let me fix my screen real quick. Okay, we good. Yeah. All right, who are the 144,000? All right, who are the 144,000? That's going to be with Isa, the son of Miriam. All right, the agenda for today, we're going to talk about the four winds. We're going to learn by using precept upon precept. We're going to learn about the four winds. We're going to learn about the actual sealing of the 144,000. Who are the great multitude that's going to come after the 144,000. We're going to talk a little bit about the new song. We're going to talk about the part where it says they are not defiled by women. And then the tribulation. We might get into the tribulation. All right. So let's get started. The four winds, Revelation 7:1. After this, I saw four angels standing at the four corners of the earth, holding back the four winds of the earth to prevent any wind from blowing on the land or on the sea or on any trees. All right. So to learn about the four winds, you got to go to the book of Enoch. That's why the Quran tells us to believe in all of the scriptures, because one, like the book of Revelations, it might state something, and the answer or the further explanation will be in another revealed book. All right. So first, before I get started, again, let me stop. I want you all to understand, when you listen to my videos, you can't wander off unless you pause it and come back and get little pieces of it. Because if you get little pieces of it, you're gonna really get thrown off. All right. When I say the blood of Jesus, you might not understand what I'm actually saying. All right. If you don't really listen to every little thing that I say. So, Book of Enoch, chapter 76:1. And at the ends of the earth, I saw 12 gates open to all the winds, from which the winds come out and blow over the earth. So, Enoch was shown by the angel Uriel, because the angel Uriel revealed the book of Enoch, or showed Enoch the heavens. And he saw 12 gates. There's 12 gates on the earth. And these gates, they open up and they let winds hit the earth like it's an air conditioner. All right? Like an air conditioner. All right? And it's 12 of them. In Revelation 7:1, there's four winds that's supposed to blow on the earth. We're going to learn about these four winds, but there's actually 12 of them. And when the window, like the windows of heaven or the gates, when it opens up, these windows, these gates, they open up and they bring about blessings to the earth, or they bring about destruction to the earth. All right. So let's look at it. Enoch 76:4. I couldn't put all the verses down because we would be here forever. So I pulled out what I thought was pretty good. Enoch 76:4. Through four of them come winds of blessing and peace, and from the other 8 come winds of punishment. When they are sent, they bring devastation to the whole earth, and to the water which is on it, and to all those who dwell upon it, and to everything that is in the water and on dry ground. All right. So you can see how the book of Enoch, which was written thousands of years before the book of Revelations, how they match up. So 4 of these winds bring about blessings, and 8 of them bring about what is devastation, is great destruction or damage. So these 4 winds that the angels is holding back before they sealed 144,000, these are not 4 good winds. And these 4 winds, they're on the corner of the earth. So when we look at this compass, this is the earth. North is not the corner. These are the corners. Boom, there's a corner. That's a corner. That's a corner. So we're looking at the northwest winds, the northeast winds, the southeast winds, and the southwest winds. These are the four winds in the corners, the four corners of the earth. So when I went to Malachi, I looked at these four winds, and I wanted to see if these winds are good winds or are they bad winds. All right. Winds bring inspiration. You can have a bad frost and it can destroy your crops. You can have a hot wind that's hitting a lot of those hot winds. Those east winds are hitting East Africa, and that's why you get droughts and babies dying and stuff like that. A lot of those winds are hitting East Africa. All right. And the first wind from those gates, called the east wind, comes out through the first gate, which is towards the east. All right. So the east wind right here towards the east, that will be south. No, I'm sorry. Let me keep going. The one that comes from the south, so that's southeast wind. So this wind right here in the corner of the earth, what does it bring? It brings destruction. It brings devastation. It brings drought. It brings heat. So this is not a good wind. These are the winds that the angels are holding back. The southeast wind. All right. Now, when we were obedient Israelites, we used to know the winds. It said Abraham, he looked out and he looked at the winds to see when it was going to rain and when it was not going to rain. We knew when the harvest was going to be good. We knew when to harvest. We knew when bad things were going to happen. We knew by watching the winds. All right. We knew when to stand outside and let the blessings hit us, let the winds hit us. Even during the time when we go out and we dwell in booths. All right. This is why I know my calendar is correct, because when we go out and we dwell in booths, we check the direction of the winds, and it's always good winds. It's always blessings. All right. That's why during that time, you have to stay outside to get those blessings. You have to stay and dwell in booths to let the wind hit you and get those nice, beautiful blessings. We actually do that. We take a compass and we figure out during those holy days, we figure out the direction of the wind. That's what you learn when you're in the Islamic House of Israel. That's the type of stuff you learn. Four winds, corner of the earth. All right. So we're looking at the northwest wind. I did the work for you. Northwest wind. I looked it up in the book of Enoch. Drought, devastation, burning, destruction. I looked up the northeast wind. Where we at? And I got dew, rain, locust, devastation. That's destruction. I looked up this. We already talked about the southeast wind. And I looked up the southwestern wind. And I got dew, rain, locust, devastation. All these four winds are bad because it has devastation. That's destruction. All right. So the angels are holding back these four winds right here. Now there's eight. There's 8 other winds. Some of them are hot winds. Some of them are frost, cold winds. You could go read about them in Enoch 76. And these winds sometimes, when we have that, remember that big cold front that we had up north? It was like a couple of years ago, where it was like it was like freezing. The up north went through a freeze where nobody could go outside. That people were like freezing to death. that was one of the windows were open. In IHOI, we knew about that. When that happened, we was like, okay, Allah to open up a wind. One of the angels that opened up a certain gate, and we knew what gate it was. All right. That's the type of stuff you learn. Let's talk about the sealing on the Holy 4,000. So these angels are holding back the winds. Then I saw another angel coming up from the east, having the seal of the living God. He called out in a loud voice to the 4 angels who had been given power to harm the land and the sea. So we read about how they're going to harm the land and the sea through those winds. Do not harm the land or the sea or the trees until we put a seal on the foreheads. I want you to remember foreheads of the servants of our God. So these people right here that's going to get this seal on their foreheads, they're already servants of God. All right. They're already servants. Then I heard the number of those who were sealed, 144,000 from the tribes of Israel. So Jehovah's Witness, they teach you that 144,000, they're the 144,000. But Jehovah's Witness is they got Gentiles. There's a mixture of Gentiles and all kind of people could be. No, the 144,000 are only from the bloodline of Israel. They're only Israelites. They're only Negroid people. All right. So the Jehovah's Witness got that wrong. 144,000 is not all different people. Okay. Take note of that. Now let's look at the foreheads part. Okay. So this angel is going to be dealing with the forehead. The seal on the forehead is called the frontal lobe. All right. This part right here on your forehead is the frontal lobe. So it's going to be sealed right here. Okay. What is the function of the frontal lobe? It controls reasoning, planning, language, long-term memory, impulse control, problem solving, emotions, your judgment, your motor functions, social sexual behavior. And I'm sorry, I can't see that part because this is blocking it. So this frontal lobe is the part that's going to be sealed. The thing about the frontal lobe is a voluntary function of your brain. This is where you get your free will. It's voluntary. It's what you decide. Your personality. How you think. Your actual intentions of what you want to do. Okay? So you have certain parts of your body, like your heart, is going to pump no matter what, no matter if you tell it to or not. But your frontal lobe, it is your free will. So the 144,000 will not have free will. They have a seal on their frontal lobe. They are sealed up to do something. They have no choice. They have no free will. Like a lot of people say, do we have free will? Some of us do. Some of us don't. 144,000 do not have free will. What do I mean by free will? They are born for a certain reason to do a certain thing, and they have no choice in the matter when they're on earth. So, seal on the frontal lobe. All right. That's the forehead. The great multitude. All right. So 144,000 are sealed. After this, I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations, kindred, people, and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. All right. A crowd with a loud voice saying, salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. So these people right here, they're not sealed. So these people, they have what? They have free will. They made a choice. Okay. When the Creator sends a messenger, he gives them a people. And then the rest of the people, they have a choice. He gives them followers that will never turn on him. Muhammad, peace be upon him, had certain followers that were robotic. So the prophecy and everything will be fulfilled. They were straight robotic. They were born to be there. They were born to be Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, follower or Sahaba. And everybody else had to make a choice. They had free will. So when Isa comes back, he's going to have 144,000. We'll talk about that are sealed. And all the angels stood round about the throne and about the elders and the four beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces and worshiped God. See, they did not worship the Lamb. Note, no shirk. They did not worship the Lamb. Okay? They give the Lamb his credit, but when they get down to worshiping, saying blessing, glory, wisdom, thanksgiving, honor, power, might, be unto our God forever and ever. They didn't say lamb. And one of the elders answered, saying, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? Who are these multitudes that are dressed in white robes? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are they which came out of the great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Now, the Quran says when a messenger comes and you accept the messenger and you reform, then you are giving forgiveness. So the 104,000, they're giving, they're a present, they're given to the Lamb. But the multitude, they had to change their ways. They had to clean them. That's what it means, washed in the blood. They had to clean themselves up. And when the Lamb came, when the messenger came, the Son of Man, Isa, they accepted the messenger and they changed their ways and accepted his interpretation. Okay. All right. So the Quran. So race, I'm sorry, I didn't put the verses. So race for your Lord's forgiveness and a garden as wide as the heavens and earth, prepared for those who believe in God and his messengers. That is God's bounty, which he bestows on whoever he pleases. God's bounty is infinite. So the garden is for those who believe in God and his messengers. Okay. So these people, this multitude. So first, when the Creator sends the Lamb into this world, the 144,000 will be sealed. He ain't even got to act. There's no question. He will say, they know who he is already. They go hear. Isa said, my sheep hear my voice. They ain't gonna ask no questions. They're gonna be robotic. They're gonna help. The 104,000 are gonna help to go gather the multitudes. All right? Because if Allah left it up to you Negroes, he just sent a lamb out there. He sent the messenger out there. And he didn't give him a people, y'all would kill him. It would not, the prophecy would not be fulfilled. Nobody would believe unless he made you believe. He made a group believe. And then the rest, they're gonna follow because it's you got 104,000 people following it. Somebody gonna fall in line. Okay. Now, these are also the ones that the Quran talks about that are nearest to Allah. Because the Lamb, Isa, is nearest to Allah. So those that follow Isa will be of those that are nearest to Allah. Therefore are they before the throne, see, they're nearest to Allah, and serve him day and night in his temple. And he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. See, these are the ones nearest to Allah. That's what. Okay. All right. The great multitude that's not sealed, they shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. Okay. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living springs of water. And God shall wipe away all the tears from their eyes. See that? So which of your lords, now let's look at the Quran. The Lamb is going to lead the 104,000 and this great multitude to living springs. Look at the Quran. So which of the Lord's marvels will you deny? In them are 2 flowing springs. So he's leading them to this garden with springs. The Quran and the earlier scriptures, they connect. See how they connect? And these flowing springs are in the gardens, which if you follow the messengers, there are 4 gardens. According to the Quran, there's 4 gardens. And these gardens, the people that dwell in these gardens are of the ones nearest to Allah. That's a whole nother subject. Let me move on. Whole nother subject. Then I look and saw a lamb standing on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, who had his name and his father's name written in his forehead. That's another subject. So these people are singing a new song that nobody knows the song but them. 144,000. They dwell. And I saw something like a sea of glass. This sea of glass is the glass that the throne that's before the throne. So they're of the ones nearest to Allah. This is a whole other class. We'll get on that later. That's a whole other subject. All right. These are the ones who have not been defiled with women, for they are virgins. Now this is the pretty part. Okay? Because the question is, are the 144,000, are they heavenly beings? Or are they earthly beings? That is the question. Are they heavenly beings that came down with the Lamb? Or are they just humans? Or are they, I know that might sound crazy. Let me back up. They are humans. But the Lamb was in heaven with 144,000 in heaven with the Lamb and came with him. Did Isa bring some of his people with him? That's the question. Because these are the ones that were not defiled with women. So which ones were defiled with women? Let's look at Enoch. Enoch, thou scribe of righteousness, go declare to the watchers of the heavens who have left the high heaven and holy eternal place, and have defiled themselves with women, and have done as the children of earth do, and have taken unto themselves wives. But 144,000, they are the ones that didn't defile. Out of the watchers, the sons of Elohim, did they all come down? Did they all defile themselves with women? The sons of Elohim? Or did just the rebellious ones come down and defile themselves with women? All right. Is this part right here talking about the ones that did not go down? The watchers that did not go down? The Horeen that did not go down and defile themselves with women? All right. Because it was a group of sons of Elohim, watchers, Horeen, that came down and disobeyed. Okay. Now, I know this is I should never even probably began into this, all right? Because this is a whole nother level. So we'll move on. Okay, so basically, those that accept the messenger, the Lamb, will be written in his book. I just wanted to make that point. And I want to show something to you. My question is, I'm not done yet. My question is, did the 104,000, are they originally, their souls, originally from earth? So I want to share my screen again. And this is warning, this is hadith. So you can take it if you want. It's all good. All right. This is John 6. I have manifest your name to the people whom you gave me out of the world. All right. So when Esau was here, according to this, he said that God gave him a people. Yours they were. So these people that Esau was given belong to God, and you gave them to me, and they have kept your word. So Esau's followers did not belong to him. They belong to God, and God gave him followers. See, I told you, every messenger that comes, he'll seal a couple people. 4. So the messenger won't be alone. Now they know that everything that you have given me is from you. For I have given them the words that you gave me, and they have received them and have come to know the truth that I came from you. And they have believed that you sent me. See, they had to believe in the messenger. I am praying for them. I am not praying for the world, but for those whom you gave me, for they are yours. So his followers were given to him. All mine are yours, and yours are mine, and I am glorified in them. See, his followers, he's glorified in his followers because his followers probably big up him and tell people about the good works he was doing. He's glorified in them. I saw Esau doing this. Esau, yeah, Esau this, Esau, yeah. But you see how Allah, these people belong to Allah. And I am no longer in the world, but they are in the world. And I am coming to you. Holy Abba, Allah, keep them in your name, which you have given me, that they may be one, even as we are one. That's how I can explain that, but that's a whole other subject. While I was with them, I kept them in your name. So they're like sheep. When he was here, he kept them from the shirk. He kept them worshiping the one God, which you have given me. I have guarded them. He made sure they didn't get into idol worshiper. He guarded them like sheep. And not one of them has been lost except the son of destruction. You know, that's Judas. That the scriptures might be fulfilled. The point I wanted to make is these followers that he had, they were given to him. Their souls might not even be from here. Now, so he was given a percentage of people, and the rest of the people, they have free will to make a decision. All right? If the Creator did not give his messengers people, I think nobody would believe. Seriously. All right. Let's read a little bit more and I'll let you go. I have given them your word, and the world has hated them because they are not of the world. So his followers are not of this world, just as I am not of the world. So his followers, the sealed ones, are not from him. They're not of the world, just like he's not of the world. I do not ask that you take them out of the world, but that you keep them from the evil one. And they are not of the world, just as I am not of the world. Sanctify them in truth. Your word is truth. Okay? As you sent me into the world, so I have sent them into the world. All right? So this passage right here, I think it's pretty good because there's no shirk in it. Right? Let me stop. So to recap, peace everyone. To recap, 104,000 do not have free will. They follow the Lamb wherever he goes. If he go to Antarctica, they will go to Antarctica. If he goes to California, they'll go to. If he go to the North Pole, they're gonna go to the North Pole. They belong to the Creator of the heavens and the earth. And yeah. All right, let's take some questions. What we got? Oh, we got some stuff. We got Israelites celebrating. We got Israelites celebrating Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, shaking my head, LOL. Come on, y'all. You can't worry about them. You know, they might not be the chosen. They might be set aside for destruction, or they might wake up tomorrow and be righteous. But yeah, it's bad. But let's focus on the righteous. Wa alaikum salam. All right, if I'm gonna drop the link, if anybody want to come here, you can come here. If not, ask a question, or we'll just shut it down. I hope I made that clear. Okay, we got a question. Hold on. Can you speak a little on the multitude who are worshiping the Most High? On the multitude. Okay. When Isa returns, he has 144,000 people off the rip. Okay. Well, when Isa returns, he's gonna be like Noah. Let me let you know real quick. He's gonna be like Noah. All right. I'm not gonna tell you too much because I want to make that another lesson. But he's gonna be like Noah, and destruction is gonna happen, and he's gonna have at least 144,000 people, and then the rest will come under that 144,000, because 144,000 are gonna be the ones that go gather the rest, the multitudes of people. Kind of, let me give you an example. This is not. They're not 104,000. But let's say we remember Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam and churches. They gathered a million men, the Million Man March. The Million Man March, that's the multitude, but you still have an organization that organized it. All right. Now, if those multitude, if they want to make a decision and accept the messenger and accept the teachings and accept the Creator, they have free will to do that. But 144,000 do not have free will. They have a seal on their frontal lobe. I think that's pretty cool. So the lamb won't be, the Most High is not going to let the lamb be left out there without anybody. It's a lonely world. If he didn't seal 144,000, I mean, the lamb he'll be the only one believing.
Assalamualaikum.
I can't hear you.
Assalamualaikum.
I hear you. Unmute your mic.
Assalamualaikum. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. Hold on. We can't hear you, but let me answer this question. This is good. This is good. Those not of this world can be noticed for their ability to completely denounce worldly things in the name of the Most High. Yes, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Now I'm glad that jarred my memory. That is so beautiful. That's true. This jarred my memory. You're not gonna know who the 104,000 is until the Lamb is here, because the 104,000 belongs to the Lamb. We follow the Lamb wherever he goes. So people can't claim to be the 104,000 if you don't have a lamb. If you know what I'm saying, the 104,000 they follow the Lamb wherever he goes. They're his followers.
Assalamualaikum. Can you hear me?
Nobody can claim to be 144,000 unless they can
Can you hear me?
produce the messenger, unless they can produce the lamb. No, we
Can you hear me
can't
now?
hear you.
Okay, give me 1 second. Can you hear me now?
Nope, still can't hear you. I can see the little thing going, but I can't hear you.
Okay. What if
Let me
1
see.
sec?
Did I mute you? I didn't mute you.
Okay. Can you? Assalamualaikum.
Still can't hear you. Check your settings.
Okay, let me check my settings.
So while she check her settings, the 144,000 is connected to the lamb. The lamb's followers. That was given to him.
Sound like
Hey, it's another verse. There was just so much I didn't get to put down, man. I did not get to put down everything.
sound like
All right, I didn't get to put down everything. All right,
Sound
so
like
these are the ones that hear. They're gonna hear. They obey. There's no question, no questions asked. They're robotic. Damn near cultish. All right.
sound like
Noor, still can't hear you.
okay.
Okay, well, she's gonna come back. She'll come back again. So yeah. So the Jehovah's Witness, they cannot claim to be 144,000 because one, they're not Israelites. Well, some is, but a lot of them, the founder is not Israelite, and they can't produce the lamb. They can't produce the messenger that they're supposed to follow in person. There's not supposed to be when you believing in him and he's not here. All right. Oh, now you can't hear me. Ooh. Hold on. Let me fix. Oh, I know you can't hear me. Okay, I was muted. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm good. All right. I'm not muted anymore. I should not be muted anymore. Mike, am I muted? Yes, hello? Now, also, the multitude are of different nations. They don't have to be Israelites. And it seems like they're going to get the same reward. Of different nations, they don't have or very similar reward as the Israelites, the 144,000. They're going to be nearest to Allah.
Hello?
sound like
Still can't hear you.
I can hear you, brother. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Strange. Let me message him in the comments.
Brother Aki, can you hear me? I can hear you, brother Aki.
Yeah,
I can't hear Aki.
I
That's
can.
weird.
Sound like him. Can you hear me?
I know what's going on. Hold on. Why did that happen?
Brother Aki, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can hear. I'm sorry. My jump was muted. I apologize.
All right.
apologize.
Yeah, I
Sound-
only joined just because that's what I thought.
All right. Sound like
Yeah.
rahmatullah.
Well, I apologize. My jump was muted. I apologize. What you were saying, Nora?
Okay. Oh, walaikum salam. Okay, I just wanted to just comment on the lesson. I thought it was a really, alhamdulillah, a good lesson, and it just so with the 144,000 and just my wonderings, and I think you touched on it a little bit with Rasul Sallam, that all of the messengers would get something similar.
Yes, unless Allah don't just like didn't just want to make them martyrs, or what I'm saying, like Jeremiah.
So there were some.
certain
So,
prophets.
so the scriptures do show some prophets didn't necessarily get of the like a Sahabi, like a group of followers. Some prophets got a group of followers, and then some didn't.
I
Is
mean,
that correct?
just looking at like some of the prophets, like just getting killed by themselves, like just getting killed by themselves. They might not have had anybody, and it just Allah's will be done. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
if you want to bring the children back and fulfill that covenant, then he'll seal some people to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And like as you were going over the scripture in the book of Revelation, was when it started talking about the multitudes of people which were not the Israelites.
Yeah.
It kind of gave some insight into like the bigger picture.
Yes.
Because like we know with the 12, we know with some of our Israelite tribes, particularly like Judah, for example, that tribe has a huge influence on the world, with the culture and just the world is just naturally attracted to Judah and has a tendency to follow Judah. So it just kind of made me think,
oh yeah,
alhamdulillah, like the world as a whole can't say they didn't have, because number one, you were given Rasulullah Sallallahu.
That's right.
The world in peace be upon him in the Quran. So okay, so even if you miss Quran for some reason, maybe you grew up in a time where it's like anti-Islam, now you got even another opportunity, because you're going to have individuals on this planet who's again teaching the oneness of the Most High.
Oh yeah, and those 144,000, I think they're like messengers in themselves, powerhouse. They see like they already serve. They servants of Allah. They're servants of Allah.
Right, because if we look at Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, and his companions, even after he passed, they went out and they taught the message. They went out and taught the message of the oneness of Allah, oneness of the Most High. And then the same thing with Isa. So it's sort of like, peace be upon him. So it's sort of like you don't really have an excuse. You can't say, "Oh, I didn't get it," or that type of thing, because you're going. It sounds like to me the scriptures are showing us that you're going to have another opportunity to hear from a group of people to tell you about the oneness of the Most High.
Exactly, and if he sealed 144,000 of the diaspora, and like we go, I'm just gonna use an example. Like let's say we 104,000, we go to Africa, and the diaspora, they already think like we're rich. It's gonna be people that's just gonna fall in line, man. They're gonna get rid of all that voodoo stuff.
Sound like brother Aki.
Oh, salam alaikum, Aki. Salam alaikum.
Salam.
Go ahead. What's going on with you?
Yes, I've just came now, so I've missed what you said.
Oh no. Dang,
brother,
he always misses it, but it's all good. Make sure you go back.
I want you to listen, but
yeah,
this one was for you, Malik.
Yeah, this one was for me, and I missed it, so I'm like, I'm pissed off.
So make sure you go back.
Let me say this to the family. It's very important. And then when I say the family, I'm talking about the family, like the larger family. Who choose to dial in to the lessons and things like that. It is very, very important to listen to the lessons from the beginning, even if you go back and listen to the recordings, because if you come in on one particular part and you didn't hear the line before, and then you can draw your own conclusions, about the lesson. Say, for example, when you put up John Now you started when you started going over John, you started with, I'm going to give this disclaimer. This is hadith.
Right, I did. I gave a disclaimer.
But if I walked in as soon as you were doing that, and I didn't have any background knowledge of what you were doing and why you were doing it, I could just assume, okay, all right, this brother up here talking about revealed scriptures, and here he is up here quoting from John. So
yeah.
Put that out there.
But I gave a disclaimer now.
Yeah,
I gave a disclaimer.
Sound like them.
So they didn't have to believe in that part if they didn't want to, right? They did not have to believe. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I like this. You know, black folks love freestyling. Yeah, that's
What do
true.
you mean by freestyling? Like, what do you mean by freestyling? Which way?
Brother David, you said you said I'm freestyling.
No, I don't think I don't think he talking about you.
I mean, brother, show no.
You know
I don't
what?
think he talking about you.
Yeah, anyone who loves
I'm just
the
messing
light,
around. I just sound like brother.
While anyone who hates the life in this world, we keep it for eternal life.
Right.
Yeah.
True. Brother David said, just randomly without knowing the topic, just start talking. We love, that's us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Let me put that up. Sound good. So 144.
Malmadh, I've got a question for you. How do you think the 144,000 are going to be still? Like how?
I think.
I
think. I mean, I don't. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's gonna be. Well, there is examples in the Old Testament about the angel coming around sealing people. All right, there are examples, so we should take those precepts of how they were sealed before, and it was like more of a spiritual thing. I think it might be like, this is what I think. Okay, it might not be right. I think they receive like a spirit or something. I think they're gonna receive a spirit, or a spirit upon them, or they're just gonna be like guided in a certain way, or maybe through birth. But I personally think it's gonna be like a spirit.
And do you think they are going to have like spiritual powers?
No, I think Allah has the spiritual powers.
You speak French? Yes, I'm in France. Yes.
Oh.
He speaks French. Yes, I am.
Here we go. What is the life of this world but goods and shadow?
There's life of this world but goods and shadow of deception.
Let me ask you a question. What do you mean spiritual powers? Give me an example. So I don't want to.
Like, do you know the table of elements? The table of elements is to master water, fire, wind, and earth. Like when I say earth, I mean ground. Soil. So people say that they might have like spiritual powers when the 144,000 are going to be sealed, because they don't have technology, right? They don't have technology to struggle to battle with other nations. So how are they going to overcome those other nations without having spiritual powers?
Oh, I got you. I think that, like, okay, we got
because what it said in scriptures, and what it said about the end of time, that an army is going to emerge for the Israelite Bani Ishaq, so Bani Israel, and this army that I'm talking about are going to defeat everyone. I mean, every army in the world, they are going to defeat them. But how can they defeat them when we know that black folks don't have like anything, like They are not even united and stuff. So the only way for them to defeat every army is to have kind of spiritual powers.
But don't we do have an army, don't we?
No, but when I say army, I mean they don't have like, they have nothing. They don't have like they don't have the kind of technology that can defeat other nations. They are not organized. So they can't.
Don't we have 7 archangels that's ready to blow, and we got the unseen, and we got the unseen. We got a mighty army a mighty army. We got 7 archangels that's ready to blow, and we have Allah.
Yeah, you're talking about the angels. Yeah, but the 144,000 are going to be helped by the angels. 70,000, right, I guess. But still, they have to have kind of things to battle with, So I think that I'm just thinking that they might get some spiritual powers.
I think that, inshallah, in addition to, the angels, also when the Levites are cleaned up, let's look at what the Levites were able to do.
Exactly. Yep.
So that within itself, like once the Levites are cleaned up and the Levites take their position. Now let's think about what can really truly be done with just the Levites alone. Do we need? Let's just think about that. And what do the scriptures tell us the Levites were able to do?
Exactly. We got then an angel threw a stone. It's gonna hit the sea. It's gonna cause tsunamis. We got 7 trumpets. We got 4 winds. The angels are gonna make the nations fight against each other. They kill each other off. They're gonna nuke each other up. And we could pick up the pieces, but they're gonna fight each other. Allah allows them, make them fight each other and make them bicker each other, and diseases and all that stuff. We'll be all right. But what do you want? Like you saying like zapping powers? Like we just
maybe like that, because people say some people on the internet, on YouTube, they say like, when you're watching the Marvel's movies, etc. Marvel stories, etc. And all those type of power are portraying Israelites fighting. So some say that 144,000 will have those type of powers that that is depicting in those movies.
Yeah.
The crazy, the X-Men, etc. They are going to receive that type of powers.
Yeah. Looking at the ways of Allah and how He do things, like, has He ever done that? You know what I'm saying? He has a pattern.
Usually, what He said at the end of times, that the miracles are going to be bigger than ever. So bigger than the previous time. So the miracles that we are going to soon maybe witnessing are going to be like crazy. So
you like miracles, huh?
Yeah. Miracles.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna pick on you. I'm gonna pick on you. You ready?
Yeah, crazy stuff that we've never seen before, and that was even in the previous time that was not even seen. So crazy stuff.
Malik, can I pick on you? Can I pick on you?
Yeah.
Don't get offended. I'm gonna pick on you. You Haitian, man?
Yeah.
No, you Haitian? You Levite? You like, yeah?
No, like people say like
I'm playing with you.
Hold on. People say like
I was gonna say it. Most like probably.
Oh, you gonna say it too?
I'm gonna just
Levite.
Say it.
Yeah,
probably Levite.
Yeah, hold on. I don't believe in a 12 tribe chart.
Yeah.
But like people say like Haitian are Levites. And what I heard,
that part might be right.
There might be some of them might be Levites, but what I heard from my research I heard that, like, in a kingdom, the Dahomey kingdom, right? And
Yeah.
the kings of Dahomey kingdoms is in Benin. There was a city called Judah, which is the which is the word Judah, right? And those people, that the Judahites, that were composed of Judahites and Benjamites and Levites, those people were captured and went sent off to the island, to Haiti. So some people say that, like, Haiti is composed of Judahites, Levites, and Benjamins. Yeah, because only Judah tribe was scattered to the four corner of the earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, like, maybe I'm Levites, maybe I'm
Yeah.
Benjamin,
Because
maybe
the
I'm Judah.
Levites weren't the Levites kind of the Levites were kind of intermixed, or they were kind of mixed in with the tribes, correct?
Yeah. Especially Judah,
With
right?
what?
Judah, that was around Judah a lot, right?
The Levites were around
Judea.
So that
yeah, so like, and people say, like, in Haiti there are only Judahites and Benjamites, and people say that the Levites are still in Africa. They are not in the islands. So yeah, you're right. The original Frenchman was black. Yes. Yes, I was born and raised in France.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.
Amen.
I was looking for that one ayat where it brings up that there's no community which we will not destroy before the day of resurrection. I found that to be helpful, remembering, like, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of things for us anyways.
Exactly.
In the end of times, everything will be made clear. All these communities we see today, and all the blasphemy that we see, will be done away with, all by the will of the Most High. So it's not stress about.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we're gonna have, like, Power Ranger powers and stuff. But if we do, alhamdulillah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I heard the conversation getting geared towards supernatural powers and whatnot. I was like, Allah is the supernatural. That's all.
Yeah.
The only supernatural.
No, David. We can't do that.
People say, like, X-Men was taken after us because they know that, in the end of times, Israelites might have superpowers, but I don't think it's wishful thinking, or we need to dig into that.
Well, we want to know how to get out of the way and where to go. So it might appear like we have superpowers.
Yeah, I see it as divine favor, and that's how it always is for prophets. They get accused of being magicians. For every prophet that had miracles done before them, they got accused of being magicians. And they're like, this is just coming from the Most High.
Right. Exactly. All right, y'all. If we're done, we done hit an hour. I think that's if y'all want to talk about it some more, we can. If y'all want to wrap it up. Oh, David. Oh, what did David say? No, David, we ain't got a good conversation. Please, you don't need to bring in.
Let's get into the Muslim hadith.
No.
About what? What kind of hadith do you want to talk about?
No. This is a good conversation. We don't want to.
I think he wants to talk about the hadith of the end of times.
What I know those Sunni hadiths. Sometimes it can, like, it can hurt. the end of time discussion. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion.
But
You know,
the hadith of end of times are mostly Shia hadith.
Yeah, because he got Isa coming back like over there in Jerusalem and stuff.
No,
but in Isa's hadith, Isa said he ain't coming back to he's not coming back over there.
In hadith, he said Isa is going to come back in Syria, not in Jerusalem first, and then the Mahdi is going to lead the prayer. Mahdi will ask Isa to lead the prayer, and the Mahdi and Isa will say,
Brian.
no, you have to lead the prayer because you are the leader of this ummah.
Sound like a Brian, you said you were late. Who are the 100? Brian.
You are the 104,000, Brian. You
are. Oh boy. We did that disclaimer that you kind of got to hear it from the beginning so that it makes sense.
You are the 104,000.
Sound like him, Brother Brian.
All right, y'all want to wrap it up? Book 88 gets deep. Oh no hadith.
Someone is coming in Sahih Bukhari, book 88 gets deep.
Let's wrap it up, y'all. Let's wrap it up. Because I got some stuff to do.
Yeah, 140. Like
just curious. Okay, wait.
No, you got anything else to say? I'm gonna wrap it up. So don't you got stuff to do? I got something to do as well.
No, I'm good, but sound like I'm to the group.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
Nobody asked question.
Yeah, I think they asked all the questions. You got anything else, Malik?
I don't have questions. I was just waiting for questions to pop up. Have a good day. Yeah, have a good day too.
Yeah.
It's already night.
All right, y'all.
So what time is it in US? Like Atlanta?
11:43 a.m.
Okay. Here is already night.
What time?
Yeah, night time.
Oh, night. All right, David. Assalamu alaikum, David.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, all right, so let's shut it down.
Yeah, shut it down. Okay. Assalamu alaikum, people.
Peace, brother. Peace.
Peace.
Sister Noor.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
All right, assalamu alaikum. All right, so I think that was a pretty good lesson. We're gonna cut it short. So next week we'll find another topic. Make sure you go to Facebook to know which topic is gonna come up Sunday at 10:30 a.m. If we do any more topics, just be on the lookout for any new topics coming up this week. And thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up. If you came late, you go back and listen to the first like 30-40 minutes to understand about the 104,000 and have a wonderful day. Peace.